Okay, I guess we'll push the button. Okay, first drive with 1264.
Now turn right onto Country Place.
See if they fix the NHTSA stop. Oh, much better. We call it the NHTSA hesitation. Much better.
Now
That's
turn
encouraging.
right onto East
Okay, here's the big
Road.
test. Do we get the NHTSA hesitation? Come on, you can do it, Hal. Come on, you can do it. Ah, much better. It was a slight hesitation. So much better. We're back, baby. Hardware 3 is back. In the right lane. We've got it set to, it should be 20%. Unless it resets. So it's 20%. It's doing about 73, which is about 20%. That's about right. And it's sitting in the right lane. And this is pretty much what I would expect from chill mode. We'll see how much it changes lanes, but I would expect it to get in the right lane and be comfortable. And what I would want from chill mode is that it won't change lanes unless I specifically ask it to. So for instance, right now, if I asked it to change lanes with the signal, it changes lanes, and then now I expect it to stay in this lane. That's what I want chill mode to do. So, but, oh wait, it's changing lanes. Well, okay. Well, that, you know, that's a good question. Is that okay? I don't know. What's going to happen here? This is not good. Okay. So that's a good question. I'll have to ask the people watching. Is that an acceptable lane change in chill mode? So in other words, in chill mode, if your lane stops and the other lanes are moving, should it change lanes? I personally would say no, honestly. Again, it's chill mode. Now it's going back. I mean, that's reasonable. But I don't know. My opinion on chill mode is it should only change lanes if I tell it to. So that's going to be up for debate. Maybe they need another mode, you know. Old man mode for people like me. I don't know. I'm retired. I'm very rarely in a hurry to get anywhere. Sometimes I just really want it to stay in one lane. So let's now try for, by the way, it handled that really well back there. You know, lane changes aside, it handled the crazy traffic perfectly. So let's go ahead and put her in hurry mode now, which I think I can do. Oh, what should we do? Change lanes? Well, I should change lanes now. Huh. That one I don't quite understand. We were doing a good speed. That one seems... That was in chill mode, it just changed lanes there. Interesting. Okay, so let's go into hurry mode now. Not that I'm actually in a hurry. So, it's not clear to me how to... So I'm pushing the... Oh, there it goes. Okay, so now we're in hurry mode. Okay, so let's see what it does in hurry mode. So now it's going up. Again, I'm at 20%, so 15% would be 75. No, I'm sorry, 20% would be about 75. So it's going a little bit over... Wait a minute, is that right? No, 72, because it's 5 times 12. So 20% would be about 72, so it's going above the 20% already. But I am in hurry mode. And for some reason there's a 78 max. I did not set that. Okay, so we got an 80 max. So in hurry mode, does it ignore your 20% offset and instead go by this max? That's interesting. So yeah, what I'm seeing is it says hurry 80 max, and now it's doing 80 miles an hour, but that's above the 20% offset that I put in. So yeah, maybe in hurry mode. Huh. Interesting. Hopefully one of the two cameras can actually make that out. So now I'm in hurry mode and it's pretty much just staying in this lane. So I bought more Tesla shares this morning. Was that about, I think I ended up paying $304 a share. Here's my logic for that. I think that oh, there it goes, changing lanes. Okay. That's, again, perfectly reasonable. I've told it I want to go 80 miles an hour, and it's going to change lanes in order to do that, to achieve that goal. That makes sense for hurry mode. So I bought the extra shares at $304 or whatever, and here's my logic for that. So I think that the downgrades in price are brought on more by emotion than by actual technology. And I think the emotion is going to disappear and the stock is going to bounce back right up. Now, obviously, when it went up to 480, that was based on emotion too. And I guess the question is what is the emotion price versus the tech price? My feelings are that that's about $350 right now. I think $350 is a reasonable price when you bake in FSD, unsupervised, and when you bake in at least the beginning of robotaxi, the risk associated with robotaxi. I think once robotaxi is proven out, I think it's going to go up to 1,000. But I think that 350 is a more reasonable price. That's why buying at 300 was sort of a no-brainer for me. I think that once some of this emotion disappears, it's going to go up to around 350 again. And then once, anyone who questions whether or not supervised is going to work is insane, or unsupervised, sorry, is going to work is insane. Now, whether it's going to work without radar or not, I personally feel that they're going to need to have radar for the robotaxis. And I don't understand. I can't imagine that anyone would really care. As long as the robotaxis work, whether or not they have to add radar is not very relevant. I'd be willing to bet that they're installing radars in the new Model Ys. Now that's going to piss off some people who bought a car with Harbor 4 and all that other stuff. Great, understand, respect, but let's figure that out later. I think what's ultimately important is Tesla get to robotaxi. It has to get there. Once Tesla gets to robotaxi, we can figure everything else out. Ironically, I think the next step after robotaxi is actually going to be a version of supervised where your car drives only with no one in it. So your car being used for, and I think that's part of the reason why they're enabling the interior radar. Because here's the thing, when the car is driving 100% robotaxi, it's Tesla's insurance. Tesla is liable. It's going to be hard for Tesla to be liable if there's a human in the car that could potentially touch the steering wheel. Now, if the human's in the back seat, where they don't have access to the steering wheel, maybe there's an argument there, plus with the camera. But with people not in the car. Basically delivery vehicles, which is fine with me because that's my primary use case for unsupervised FSD. I like supervised FSD. I like being part of this experience. But I would like to be able to send my car to the grocery store. I would love to be able to have my wife drive to work and call her car to come home and park in my garage. For all the people worried about their car getting damaged or whatever, I mean, imagine if you could tell your car to go for a drive while I'm shopping. It's going to make it significantly harder for someone to damage it. Could you imagine being able to go shopping and tell your car, hey, go charge? Now, I don't know how you do that because someone has to plug it in. But with wireless charging, they'll be able to do that. There's so much potential for unsupervised, let's call it unmanned, or unsupervised empty car, full self-driving. I think there's a huge opportunity for that. My dream since I bought the car has been to be able to send it to the grocery store, have it parked in the, in one of those spots where they come out and they load their car for you. Be sitting there watching it in the app. When the guy comes out or the person comes out with the groceries, I open the trunk for them. They load the groceries in the car. And then I close the trunk and tell my car to come home. That is the dream for me. And secondary to that is, and we would go down to one car if this happens, probably just a Cybertruck. My wife drives the car to work. I call up if I need the car because I work at home, and I say, hey car, come home, pick me up. That's the secondary use case. And then, of course, when the car is home, my wife, she wants to leave for work. Now she tells the car to preheat. She only works a mile away from home. So now, instead of telling the car to preheat for 10 minutes, she tells the car to come home. She opens the garage from her phone. She tells the car to come home. She can close the garage from the phone.
Now take the left road exit on the right.
Man, that is going to be insane. That is going to completely change transportation.
Bear right onto Waukegan Road. Now bear right onto Waukegan.
So what I'm really looking forward to is taking my wife out in 12.6.4 because she hated 12.6.3. Now keep in mind that my wife's car is a hardware 4 car with 13.2.7. So she's used to, basically the best FSD. She's used to smooth FSD, perfect FSD. So for her to get into my car and drive 12.6.3 was a bit jarring, I think would be the right word. And she really hated it. So hopefully I can get her here in the 12.6.4, probably maybe tonight. I'll try for tonight. See what her thoughts are.
In 1,000 feet, turn right onto North Hunt Close.